Parents are telling us they don't think the plan to make Denver public schools safer goes far enough.
It was yesterday that the district shared its first draft of this new safety plan. The plan coming in response to the shooting at East High back in March when a student shot two deans while they were looking for weapons. The proposal calls for each middle and high school to decide whether they should have armed officers in their schools. Buildings may also add detection systems to screen for weapons, similar to something you might see at a sporting event. The final plan is due in June. Members of the newly created Parent Safety Advocacy Group are paying close attention to this first draft and any changes. 9 News reporter Katie Eastman has more from one parent who says the plan doesn't address major concerns.
It terrifies me just like it terrifies anyone else.
When Paul Ballinger, a Denver public school parent, read through the new safety plan proposal, he did it with the eye of an expert.
Step in the right direction, but I feel like there's definitely some key areas that haven't been addressed or identified so far.
He's a security consultant who used to provide security for private schools. In this nearly 50-page document that the school board told the superintendent to create, Ballinger sees glaring holes in how students can be disciplined and who conducts pat-downs.
Having a strict anti-gun policy, having gun detection equipment, and putting a line in the sand saying if you're caught with a firearm on our property, there's going to be consequences to that. Right now it's very vague. There's no consequences, really.
In the introduction to the draft plan, Superintendent Alex Marrero wrote that because of certain federal and local laws, the district has limited exclusionary discipline and worked to ensure students can stay in school.
I think giving them an alternative to get back on track and then bringing them back into mainstream classes, I think that's something worth looking at.
Ballinger also worries about the current procedures that mean DPS staff are tasked with patting down students. At East High, two deans were patting down Austin Lyle in March when he shot them.
I don't think anyone at school should have to do pat downs for potentially armed people. I think that's a recipe for disaster.
The proposed plan does not address a different pat-down policy, but Ballinger is optimistic these concerns will be taken into consideration as the draft goes through the community feedback process.
Aonte Anderson, the Denver School Board Vice President, said today that campus security officers should be the ones doing the pat-downs, and he's calling on the superintendent to include that in his plan. The district will get feedback from the public and share its final plan in late June.
Any thought as to how many changes this plan may go through from first draft to final draft?
There are several feedback sessions. We don't know how many changes there could be. We'll see.
All right. Thank you, Katie.